This will be a day long remembered. Now I am the master.
Welcome to another episode of Legends and Theories, and welcome to my latest review of The Flash Season 6 back half and Season 7. And honestly, it's been like a week and a half since I finished The Flash. We'll be watching fully. And I still have stuff to say. I've had slight changes of opinion since Season 7 episodes have come out, after I had more time to think of it. And since Season 6 kind of follows into Season 7's beginning, I'll be talking about all of that. So, it's time to go into it. So, first off, The Flash Season 6 and Season 7 will, go together very well since, due to the pandemic, The Flash Season 6 led into Flash Season 7, and it's really just finished, and the Mirror Monarch storyline really honestly wasn't the best. It felt pretty weak, and I didn't really enjoy it. I don't think it was too well done. And really, I think the only, two amazing episodes in it was Season 7 episodes 1 and 2, which focused more on both the character of Wells and Barry with the artificial speed force in him. And really, I liked those two episodes. And one of my slight changes is that I think those are the best two of Season 7. I was thinking, I wasn't really fully thinking after I saw the finale, which I'll be talking about in a minute. But now going over the next part of Season 7, and I'm not going to be talking about the redemption stuff since I've already talked about that in depth in a video from a month or two ago. I don't remember when I released that. It's September, and The Flash ended early August, I think. So yeah, I think it was like a month ago. I don't remember exactly, but we'll figure that out. You can figure it out by checking it. I'm not going to figure it out. I don't really feel like doing that. And I'd say the Speed Force storyline was a pretty weak one because the villain felt pretty forced. And just realized that's a pun. Yeah, I didn't think about that when I was saying it, but it's pretty funny to say Force when it's a Speed Force who is the villain. Yeah, Speed Force becoming the villain felt like a forced plotline, and like they didn't have really anyone better. Although I think maybe Psych could have worked. And really, I think most of it was, decent, but then they did not stick the ending or landing at the end. And wow, that was a pretty brutal part where you have to hear them calling Barry and Iris like mother, father, and their kids. Yeah, it just really made no sense, and honestly, I, like many other people, did not like that. But now, we're going into everyone's favorite stretch of episodes, the break in between the two storylines. Yeah, so I think that, the Cisco episode, as I said, when it came out, I think it was pretty good, although it felt a little odd with some parts of it. And for the rest of it, I think that it wasn't done the best it could be, but it was still pretty good. And what I mean by best it could be was there's some things that just felt, really off. Like the fact that, what's his name? The fact that this show just acted, I think a little childish in this, but it was still a pretty good episode. And now we get to the Cecile one, and I was like, that one wasn't really a bad episode, it was just at the wrong point. And they should have been starting at the Godspeed storyline. But that's something compared to the next one, which is the Allegra one, and that one just felt like it wasted time and it didn't need to be there. That's the thing. Although I think it might be the lowest rated episode of The Flash, I don't really think it's the worst. I think it's just very poorly placed. And if they wanted to do that, they should have waited for next season. Because honestly, we really didn't need that storyline. And that was one of the parts I didn't like of the Godspeed one, with their kind of, forced storyline into there. And going to the Godspeed one, yeah, I don't like the finale as much as I used to when I first saw it. But I still think it was an okay finale. I don't think it was as ridiculous, and I don't hate Godspeed as a villain as much. In fact, I think he's the best villain to come out of that season. Although the other two were extremely weak, and it's not technically saying much. But still, I enjoyed that a lot more than the other ones. And really, I think that's just kind of the basics I've covered. Nothing much more to say. And I think that really these two were okay seasons. Not the best, and well, not really the worst. I don't know. I think that the Speed Force one was weak at the end, and the Godspeed one, although I don't hate the ending as many others did, it would definitely probably could have been better. And I'm going to talk about how I would have changed up this season now, especially for the Godspeed storyline. I would have cut out an episode, the Allegra episode, and then this storyline could have been a little more focused towards the Godspeed one, and I'd be changing episode 150 and 151. Well, technically episode 150 would be on episode 149, but that would lead into what I would call, most likely, Into the Negative Speed Force as episode 150. And that would be, instead of having Thawne returned off camera, it would be that Barry has to go to the Negative Speed Force to bring Thawne out to go against Godspeed. And I think that would have been an interesting episode, so we can go back to some of the darkest moments that the Flash has been in, related to Thawne, and more, including stuff like his mother's death, the death of, well, the original timeline Nora they were with. And when I say original, you know what I mean. It's like the original and altered Flashpoint timeline and all that stuff, so it's a little complicated, but that's time travel for you. And looking at it, yeah, I think this would be an interesting episode to both, reflect on everything that came before and showed many different famous scenes and maybe even have some of the different wells. So Barry's looking at the worst of what he has been in as he's trying to find Thawne to recruit. And the last one would be a fully changed episode where he is fully teaming up with Thawne for the full episode. And in it, he has to go up against Godspeed. And I think that would be an interesting thing to do. They have one more episode in, and I don't know if they wanted to, they could cut the Cecile one too, but I think that would be such a better way. Just to have episode 150 feel more like an episode 150 than just a normal episode, because I have no problems with it. If it wasn't advertised as episode 150 and like everything else, Because I just felt like they were trying to advertise something that didn't really feel like a celebration of the past. It just felt like, a normal episode. And yeah, I don't think there's much I could do without changing the entire finale and plotline of the Speed Force droid line. They probably could have done the Mirror Master one better, but that's one of the main changes I would want it to make if I could, make the change, at least in my opinion. And that's really it. Don't have much more to say, but I will see you all in the next episode of Legends and Theories. Thank you for watching this episode of Legends and Theories. Please subscribe, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, check out the video on screen, and may the Force be with you.